I'm Jim.
I'm Frank.
And I'm Jerry.
And this is the JFJ Conspiracy Podcast, where the shop talk is rock. Episode 139. The day after Father's Day. I hope you both had a nice day. I know,
Wonderful.
Jerry, your daughter is up at the Great White North somewhere.
Yep, Portland.
Okay. And Jim, you've got kids just about everywhere in the United States, it seems.
Well, we're narrowed down to 2 other states besides California.
Okay.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Yeah, not so bad. Wow. On Saturday, went out to lunch. Cindy and I did with Jeff and Tammy Root.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. And Jeff, probably one of the nicest guys in the world. Same with Tammy. You just don't want to cross her because she will cut you. But that's her personality. But she's a sweetheart, and she made me some special cookies for
Oh, no way.
Oh,
right?
Wow.
And if you remember, she made me the Kiss cookies a couple years ago
Yes.
for my birthday.
Thank you, Tammy.
Yeah. So I and then
Thank
she gave
you.
it came
Pretty
in like
awesome.
That's
Little-
great.
2-pack box, and then she also gave me a couple others. One had a barbecue grill on it. It says something about Father's Day. I ate one of those already. These will probably, I might eat one of them, but the other one's going to go with the Kiss cookies, which I never ate. They're still up in the cupboard and still in good shape. So thank you very much,
Thanks,
Tammy,
Tammy.
for that. I thought it was just awesome. Does great artwork.
That's
The whole
cool.
bit.
That's cool.
Very cool.
Anything spectacular going on with either one of you over the weekend?
No, other than Father's Day.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, not really, just a good meal and a good, I'll get it. Stay down. It's your day. It's your day.
Very nice.
I'll
Yeah,
go. I'll just relax.
Yeah.
Watch your race. Watch the game. I'll do
Nice.
it.
Yeah, I got that too. I like that.
I
like
do
that.
too.
Yeah.
Statuesque blood was all over it.
Very good. Very good.
Yeah.
Yes. Cindy took care of everything yesterday. So I was like you, I was in relax mode all day long.
Oh, it was great.
Very good.
Great. Don't
Very
know what time I woke up. Yeah.
Last episode, we had a little bit of a contest jumping off for a skateboard deck.
Oh yeah.
Why don't we continue that for another 2 weeks, see if we get a few more entries. And if not, then
Excuse me.
we'll let Jim decide what we're going to do with the deck.
Oh,
Okay.
I
You don't want to miss out on. No.
I don't want to age us or anything, but the majority of our listeners are beyond the skateboard thrill of riding.
Yeah.
I got a lot of notifications I sent to a bunch of my friends. Hey, if you know anybody who wants a skateboard deck, check it out. And most of the responses were, well, do you have that in a walker? Do you,
wow.
yeah.
That's intense.
Wow.
So
Wow.
what are you going to do?
I don't know too many people in a walker yet. But
Not me either, but
No.
if you get on that skateboard, you might be. You just don't know.
I'm not
All
touching
right.
that one.
I hear you.
more like
Yeah.
crutches, but okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. How about a mail call, Jim? You got anything this week?
No mail call for me this week.
No. And I don't know.
I got
why-
something in the pipe, but
All right. We're looking forward to that. Jerry, I don't normally ask you, but I will today.
Well, because I normally don't, and I don't know if this technically qualifies Jim and Frank and folks out in conspiracy land, but I do have a promotional, technically mail call, if I may.
You may.
And what I have here, excuse me, is the brand new release called Trickle Down Rockonomics by Shaken Abe.
Oh, okay.
nice.
Now, the reason I say promotional, it was how they folks on Conspiracy Land, they sent out promotional copies for the FM DJ to spin. That's what I'm going to count this as. And I mean, this Shaken Abe guy goes all out. I got me a Trickle Down Rockonomics sticker.
Glow in the dark.
Oh, no, I didn't know it was glow in the dark.
Oh, please. Yes. Glow in the dark.
Even more so, folks, and the creme de la creme. I'm trying to get this so it'll show.
Oh,
Guitar pick. There we go.
There you go. Son of a gun.
Feels like a medium. Is it a
I think
medium?
so. I didn't have any say
Yeah.
in that. Yeah, that was
Okay.
sent me.
that's all right.
So yeah, the new Shaken Abe album is out, folks, out in Conspiracy Land. Trickle Down Rockonomics. Go get it.
Well, since we're talking about that,
Yeah.
If you go to Bandcamp, you can order that CD and get the CD now, but the full download will be available on the 22nd. And then on iTunes and Spotify and Pandora and all those other places, it'll be released on July 24th.
You can stream it to your heart's content.
Exactly.
Well, what I love about the CD, Frank and Jim, I'll put it in my computer, import, download. I have it digital now.
All right.
Jared, do you have any of those song titles there?
Yeah. Would you like me to
help us out with a few of those? Yeah.
You got it. Oh, and by the way, allow me to just all songs written and performed by Shakin' Abe. Background vocals on Dracula Sucks by Cynthia Dragato. Album sequenced by Jeffrey Brenneman. We got side one, Hyman. Now that you asked, we got Mother, The Best President, Crawl to Run, Jailhouse Christian, I Got Lucky, Life is Cruel, Cold and Lonely, That Sound, DLR, which I can't wait to hit, Any Restaurant. Side two, Suck It Up, Your Religion, ADHD, Milk and Honey, Old People, yeah, Tommy, I Hate Winter, Dracula Sucks, with backing vocals by Cynthia Dragato.
Yep.
Zipline and Curtain Call. And Jaime, I know for a fact this is right up your alley. This is like 50 songs here. And I bet
it's 20.
I don't know what the total.
It's probably like 50 minutes.
No.
Thank you. I knew I had the number from somewhere. But right up our alley, Jaime, I should say, because I like me some Shakin' Abe. I think I have his entire library.
Right? I believe I do too.
I'm pretty sure I do, yeah.
And speaking, wait till we get to Alicecooper. We talk a little bit about
you got
album length right there.
Holy mackerel. Yeah.
I wrote it down, Jaime. Yeah.
It's good stuff.
Yeah. I got it.
All right. Well, yeah, Shakin' Abe, the newest release, 20 songs, 20 minutes. I'm not going to try to blow any smoke up anybody's backside.
Trickle down rockonomics.
Hey, these are times with the social media and everything else that people don't have time for an hour. You want an Iron Maiden album with an hour and 25 minutes and
3 songs?
Yeah. No, we don't
4 songs, whatever it is.
Hit that on your day off. Yeah.
The original title to that was One Verse Wonders, and then I changed it because a couple songs have more than one verse. So I figured I'd throw the trickle down rockonomics spin on it because I didn't really get anything more.
Yeah, because it's economical.
It is very economical.
Short, concise, to the point.
To it. I'm gonna get to it. I'm Shakin' Abe. Bam, bam, bam. Out.
Right.
Love it.
That's it.
Riff out. Riff out.
All right.
Love it. So technically, it's not a mail call, but I did receive it in the mail as as a promotional. So you know.
Did you get anything else with that? Was there something else in that package?
Yeah, but it's in the dryer.
Oh, okay.
Hang on,
I'll give it a wash. No,
hang on. I didn't. Well, I was gonna say it might not be ready yet. Folks on Conspiracy Land, I got OCD pretty bad, and no matter what I buy, no matter how new it is, I gotta wash it and dry it first.
Yeah. Well, that was directly from the.
I got a rockin' T-shirt.
Cool.
Sick.
And Jim, I want to apologize to you because I forgot to order mediums. I only ordered large, and shrink the heck out of it so it'll fit you.
Yeah, no problem. Cheers. The way I'm going, large probably fits these days. So.
I didn't want to say that, but I just wanted you to know I did have you in mind.
You and I still outweigh him by 60 easily.
Easily.
No way.
Yeah. What did you do? Put on a pound, Jim?
Yeah.
I put on about 5, I think, in the last.
Ooh, 5.
Yeah. Well, that's a lot.
It's one of my moves.
Going in the wrong direction. Problem.
All right. Hey, real quickly, I don't know if you guys are, because I know you're busy and everything. But today on the internet, I was farting around and I saw Ace and his girlfriend broke up. Ace Frehley and his girlfriend. They've been together for 6 years or whatever it is. And
I'm saturated with her on his. I follow him on Instagram, and it's just oversaturation.
I don't follow him because he's just so ridiculous at times. So I just happened to pop up on one of the Kiss sites, and I guess he announced it at his show the other night, and all the fans were in disbelief. But it is true. So
I'm not in disbelief.
Me either.
Yeah.
So
honestly, no.
Yeah, life happens.
Speaking of which, I want to talk about that video I sent you.
Yes.
I didn't send it to Jerry, but what I didn't realize was that video is like 3 years old.
Yes. Yeah. And it was very familiar. I remember the guy when I started listening to it. I think I watched that once before. And Jerry, to catch you up on that, it was Ace's old girlfriend, Rachel Gordon. She was letting the cat out of the bag because she was alleging a lot of things.
Just outrageous stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, I did see that.
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah.
Our friend Leslie sent
Okay.
that to me.
Gotcha.
I forgot. Oh, that's
But you notice there must not be too much to it, because if it's 3 years old, we haven't heard any more about it. Right?
No, but I remember some of those
Allegations?
stories.
Yeah.
Yeah. But some of them were new to me, and
Right.
it's just debauchery.
They're like pretty high up on the ridiculous meter.
Yes. Yes. And I think anytime you have a partner who is scorned, they're going to come out with some of the most outrageous stuff possible to hurt the other person, because they're hurt themselves.
You're exactly right there.
And there
Hurt
could be
hurt people.
That's how it is. And there could be some truth to some of it, but who knows?
Gosh, I hope not.
Only
That's just
Some pretty gnarly stuff.
it is.
that's that's
Hey, why don't we get into some new music, Jerry? What do you got for us this week?
thank you for that little change of pace there. Yeah,
Yes.
the debauchery part. Thank you, Jim and Frank. We got a band out of Des Moines, Iowa called The Other Brothers. Now, most of their stuff just says Other Brothers,
Right.
but the album cover says The Other Brothers. So, folks out in Conspiracy Land, there's a couple similar band names with that. Make sure you get our boys from the Midwest out of Des Moines, Iowa. The name of the album is It Ain't All That's Left Behind. June 8th, 7th or 8th, just came out. Song Frank's going to spin is MIA. And thank you, Eli, for getting back to the show via Shakin' Abe. We've got Eli Clark on guitar and harmonica, Jason, and I know this is what it says, Jason Cattywampus on drums. Or I guess it could be Cattywampus, but it's spelled, yeah. And then Johnny Parrish on bass. And the band has a vintage sound with the modern polish, a 70s sound on 60s money. I love that.
Yeah.
A typical show consists of all original material drawing from influences such as ZZ Top, Chuck Berry, and CCR, just to name a few. Emails, brothersother.com. All social, brothersother. And we got, again, Eli Clark. Thank you, Eli, again, on guitar and harmonica. And yeah, I just read that. But anyway, it's really some great sounding stuff. And again, the song Frank's going to spin is MIA from The Other Brothers out of Des Moines, Iowa.
The Other Brothers with MIA.
And
Jerry?
Frank, if can I just throw this in real quick?
Yep.
And thank you, Eli, for mentioning also that it's kind of continuation of former co-founder Lorenz Inez, who's passed. And thank you, Eli, for mentioning it, and thank you, Lorenz Inez, for co-founding this awesome band. So yeah,
right.
The Other Brothers. Thank you.
All right, Jim, what were your thoughts on that tune?
Well, first thought is Eli. It's like a good, strong Midwestern name, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like you would say, like, yeah, that's a guy like out of Des Moines, Iowa.
Right.
A good, strong riff that runs through this tune.
Right.
Like runs through it. I've always liked stuff where like you kind of got those chords in there, and then that riff kind of runs between the vocal line, like between the lines. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like kind of repeats that out. The center section was almost like a breakdown without being like a breakdown, because it doesn't really break down, but it was kind of had that vibe. Kind of almost like a little, it's like raucous.
Mm-hmm.
And almost had a little boogie woogie feel in there. Not
Absolutely.
quite.
Yep.
Remind me a little George Thorogood kind of vibe in there, in the sense that it's got that.
Oh, good point.
Yes.
Yeah, kind of stripped down rock and roll. I liked it. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I pictured them playing. Remember Blues Brothers when they got to that one redneck bar with the chicken wire around them?
Yep.
That's what I
Played
pictured during
Rawhide?
this
Yeah.
song. Yeah.
So you
When they play
pictured people
Rawhide.
throwing beer bottles at
Throwing
them.
beer bottles, getting drunk, having a good time. Nothing
Through the
but
chicken
love.
wire. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that is the type of song that you would hear.
And free beer for the band. Yeah.
There you go.
I thought it was pretty well produced, pretty well laid out song. So
Great sounding song. I thought. Yep.
good songcraft there.
All right,
Yep.
The Other Brothers. Check them out.
Everywhere. Brothers Other. All social, all streaming. Brothers Other.
All right.
I like how they flip it. Yeah.
Yep, that's good.
Yeah.
And with that particular name, that works out just right, because that will stop that confusion when you're looking on social media.
Yeah. Go to
Excellent.
Des Moines, Iowa. There's
Cool.
2 or 3 out there, very similar folks on Conspiracy Land. Des Moines, Iowa, Midwest. Yeah.
Oh, I want to check you guys. Name one other band. I can only think of one that came out of Iowa that made it big.
Can't think of any, really.
My mom.
Your mom? Slipknot. I think that's the only band I've.
They're out of Iowa?
I
No
believe
joke.
so.
That's Iowa?
Yeah.
Wow.
I believe if that was a matter of a bunch of guys just being bored to tears and putting all
Yeah.
that together. So check it out.
Wow.
But not that these two bands are anything related.
They're like a juggernaut, man. And I'm not a Slipknot guy at all, but
No.
there's like 10 guys in that band or something.
It's a revolving door. It seems like, I don't know. Somebody
Is it really? I don't know. I saw like a picture of the recent line. I'm like 1, 2, 3, 4. It's like 8 dudes or something like that.
Yeah. Well, I tell you, Corey Taylor may be one of the hardest working men in rock and roll, because he does so many projects and he's got such an excellent voice and fantastic. Anyways, not to take away from the Other Brothers. They are
not at all.
one heck of a rocking band. I like
I kind of prefer these guys, actually.
Yeah, I'm the same.
I do too. I do too.
All right. Hey, Jerry, last episode you picked
Yes, sir.
Billyjoel for how about a top 3 of Billyjoel tunes?
Yes, I did.
Man, you know what you did between your classic album and Billyjoel?
It was a spitball. It was a
Well, it
spitball.
was
I was throwing a curve, man.
It was a couple of artists who have such a vast catalog between the two of them. Holy mackerel.
Yeah.
That was great, because there was so much to pick from. Yeah. So let's start with you. What were your top 3 Billyjoel tunes?
Piano Man, She's Always a Woman, and Big Shot.
Oh, dang.
And there could be easily 10 more.
Yeah.
Easily. But I usually try to just right off the top of my head, and then I start looking. I was like, oh. But yeah, Piano Man, which to me has never been overplayed in my mind.
Right.
I know when it first came out, it was I could listen to that thing on loop.
Right.
She's Always a Woman, same thing. Lyrics, the way it's laid out, and then Big Shot. I just like when he
That's
does
great.
his little accent at the end, where
Yeah.
he's doing his little accent. Yeah.
It's amazing how many of these tunes, when I went back and listened, were on the
He's
radio.
loaded.
Yeah,
He's loaded. Yep.
he had tons and tons of songs, a bunch of hits, and for me, off of the Stranger album, Only the Good Die Young. Love that tune.
Yep.
78's 52nd Street. How about a ballad, Honesty?
Yep.
Sweet, sweet song.
Yeah.
Yep. Such a dirty word. Yep.
Yes. And finally, from Glass Houses in 1980, it's still rock and roll to me.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, Jim, what about you?
Okay, well, I also chose Only the Good Die Young.
All right.
I think lyrically, just a really good, fun song, and
Yep.
a ballad also. And I have a weird story about this. So, like, you guys know Gail plays the piano, right?
Okay. Did not know that.
She used to play for the show choir at one of the local high schools, like 30 years ago.
Cool.
And at that time, so I would go to these competitions, and there were like a ton of these show choirs that covered "And So It Goes."
Ah, okay.
And I would see that in the program, and I'm thinking, oh, they're covering Nick Lowe. That's rad. But then no, it's Billyjoel.
Right.
And so it goes. But I really kind of got like an appreciation for that song, so in my list. And the last one is Piano Man.
Yes.
Because my dad loved that song. And so whenever I hear it, just always reminds me of my dad. So
that's great. It's funny.
Tons.
I write everything down on a 3x5 card. And this one is probably my third or fourth card of Billyjoel.
You swapped it up 100 times.
Continually swapping it up. Yeah.
Yeah.
You just can't go wrong. And
hard. It's still rock and roll to me, but it could have easily been on that list as well.
Right.
I have You May Be Right as my honorable mention.
Another
good one.
Yeah.
I probably could have picked 5 or 6 honorable mentions.
Easily.
Yeah. Loaded.
Right. I love that. And I remember not long ago, it's probably 7 or 8 years ago, him and Elton John were going to, I think maybe they did tour together.
They did. And then Elton left because Billy was being a bad boy.
Well, that's just it. The diva in Elton couldn't deal with it, I guess. But
I think they were swapping headline spots, right? Or something like that.
So. Yeah. But they got into an argument over, and I don't know which one it was. One of them didn't want to put out any more new music. And that was kind of a thing with the two of them and I don't remember which was which, but I think it was Billyjoel who was tired of making albums. He's like, I'm done. I've written everything I can write. I just want to play my songs. And Elton John was like, you got to keep on putting out new stuff. And they butted heads over that. And I'm thinking,
why does Elton care?
Well, exactly. That's first of all, he's not getting any royalty money from it, so it doesn't matter.
No.
But the two of them together, when you think about the catalogs that they have put out, holy cow, such great music from both of them. Yeah. I wish I would have seen that tour. I wish I would have had the chance to see that.
But I can kind of respect that when somebody says, like, I've shot my shot.
Right.
That's it.
Right.
Enough's enough. Now, I could be wrong. It could have been Elton that said it. I'd have to go back and do the research, but one of them had the stance of enough's enough. I can't write any more new music. I'm done.
Yep.
So, and I just recently saw Billyjoel talking about that on an interview where he said, why put out albums now when all the good stuff I've done, all the good stuff I could do.
Yeah, I'm tapped out.
Yep. He's being honest about it.
And the worst part about it is, well, he's got like, I think he's got an extremely loyal following, right?
Yes.
But like,
well,
there's so many bands from like the 70s, 80s, whatever. I know people that will go see him, and it's like, I just want to hear him play the hits.
Right. Well, he had a residency at Madison Square Garden.
What could he add to his set list?
Yeah.
Right. How do you squeeze anything else in?
Not good point, man. Nothing.
Right.
His library is.
He'd have to do like a 3.5. He'd have to pull like a Bruce Springsteen, right? Like
8,
play
9
like
hours
3.5 hours or something like that.
Exactly. Oh, well. All right. Great pick, Jerry.
Thank you.
That was a good one. Now, Jim,
Made me think.
Yep.
Same here.
You've got the next pick, Jim. Hold on to that. We'll come back and revisit that.
Okie dokie.
All right. Right now, I want to get into my band this week. It's called, they are called the Indigo Sunsets. They're comprised of Stu Cashmore on vocals and keyboards and Andy Goldsby on guitar and bass. They're based in the West Midlands in England.
Oh.
And they released their first album in 2020. It was called The Comeback. It was after the pandemic. And after the pandemic was over, they returned to their live roots. And in 2023, they started writing new material. And they finally released their album in 2024 called Better Late Than Never. And the song I'm going to play is off of that. It's called Perfect World. Now, you can catch them on social media, Facebook. They're on a lot of videos on YouTube. They're everywhere. The Indigo Sunsets, and the song is called Perfect World. All right, the Indigo Sunsets with Perfect World. Nice and short and to the point. Jim, what are your thoughts?
I really like that. That's some great pop music right
Isn't
there.
it? Yes, it is.
A rare beast
Mhm.
in that he's a Brit who actually sounds like a Brit when he sings.
Yes, that's what
It doesn't sound like
drew me.
Good point,
to the
Jaime.
song. Yep.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah, it was cool. Very nice. Beautiful song.
Yes.
That was beautiful.
Great lyrically. I really like that.
All right, Jerry, what are your thoughts?
Love the jangly guitar. Any band, you could have a guy just stand on stage and play a D and an A chord on a Rickenbacker 12 string, and I'm in.
You're happy, huh?
I'm in. On this, it's that plus the backing vocals.
Yeah.
Are just a dream to me. My ears spoke on Conspiracy Land. That was a dream. And to coin one of Jaime's best phrases, they know how to end a song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is a little shocking coming from Trigado.
I liked it. Well,
Yeah.
he throws us a curve. He spitballs too, Jaime. He spitballs
Yeah,
too.
he does.
Throws
Once
it-
in a
yeah, he does.
while, man.
Yeah, I have
Jerry
to tell
picked
you,
Billy-
I
Jerry
almost
picked Billyjoel. I know what I'm going to do.
I almost took the other brothers and gave Jerry the Indigo Sunsets.
It would have been, yeah.
Yeah, it would have been fine. I know.
Yeah.
But I
Right within
well
character.
I love
Well
this
done,
song.
Frank.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
a beautiful
What's not to love? It's a great
Yeah.
tune.
Yep.
And like I said, they're on Facebook. You can check them out on YouTube. You can
great.
download their albums off of Bandcamp. Anywhere else you get your music, they're there. Good, simple, to the point pop music. Gotta love it. So, with that being said, instead of jumping into the classic album, Jim, let's go right into your band.
Oh,
we're gonna let's just stay over on that other side of the pond, you know?
Yeah, might as well. Our buddy Trip, Super 8, is back. We know him as Paul Ryan.
Paul Ryan.
Got a brand new release called Retro Metro. Find it there on Bandcamp. I don't know if this is the lead-off single, but one of the tracks that they released up front called Keep Doing It. So go ahead and drop the needle in the groove, Frank.
It's a lovely day, the sun is up and the sky is blue. Such a wonderful day, I'm so glad that I get to spend it with you. It doesn't really matter where we go or what we do, 'cause every day spent with you makes me feel brand new. I'm not sure what you do, but keep doing it. All the birds in the trees sing a perfect melody for you, and all the bees on the flowers hum along in close harmony too. And it doesn't really matter what we say or what we do, 'cause every day spent with you makes me feel brand new. I'm not sure what you do, but keep doing it. No, we don't need much to get by, just a couple of dreamers under the big blue sky. And we don't have all the answers, but we'll just work it out. Ooh. Every day spent with you makes me feel brand new. I'm not sure what you do, but keep doing it. You keep doing it. 'Cause every day spent with you makes me feel brand new. Yeah, every day spent with you makes me feel brand new. Yeah. Yeah. Every day, every day, every day. Every day, every day, every day. Make me feel brand new. Make me feel brand new. Yeah.
All right, there is Super 8 with Keep Doing It off of the Retro Metro album.
Jerry,
Yes, sir.
written, produced, recorded by Paul Ryan.
Very good.
Thank you,
By
sir.
Super 8. By Paul Ryan as Super 8. You know what's
Yeah.
great about that? I don't have to try to pronounce cattywampus.
No,
It's
you don't.
No.
All there for you.
Yeah.
So simple. I got one guy, one name.
Paul has
Does
been
it
putting out
all in
music.
house.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
He's
I
been
just
putting out some great music for such a long time.
Absolutely.
I know. It's just like
Super 8 and
wonderful,
Tab,
like,
Shape, Riot. Yeah. Just
kind of a
wow.
60s, 70s power pop kind of vibe. Just
Right.
great sounds. I love the way this was mixed too.
Man.
Yeah. Well, I don't know exactly
Excuse me.
where in England that might be, but it seems to be there's some type of vortex that takes him to the 60s and 70s when he
Bless
mixes.
his heart.
Yes.
He
'Cause
just
he's
does
got
a
that
thing,
feel.
man. That's the beauty of it.
Yeah.
That's it. That's
Love
it.
it.
And that outro was just pure.
I know.
Just. Man.
Very good. Well, we've had Paul on a few times, and
That's
never,
probably like a fourth or fifth time.
never
Yeah.
disappoints.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Very good. And again, check that one out. You can find Super 8 on Bandcamp, and also Paul Ryan's on Facebook, and he promotes all his stuff from his own
Yep.
personal page as well. So check it out. All right, man. Jerry, back to you again.
Yeah.
Flush the fashion.
Flush it.
My
We're all
goodness.
clones.
Oh my goodness. You know, when this came out, I did not know Talk Talk was a cover tune. And it was an old The Music Machine song.
Ah. No,
And if you
this,
go back and listen to it, I think the original is pretty hardcore. for 1960.
No wonder it sounded so familiar.
Yes. Yeah.
right?
But Alice didn't change it much, but put that Alice
Excuse me.
Cooper sound to it. But it was my favorite song for the longest time when this album came out.
Oh.
So what can you tell us about, Jerry?
I bought it strictly because I heard clones on the radio. Now, folks on Conspiracy Land, I believe this is the end of our junior year.
Yeah.
I think so. We're driving, we're listening to music. And I bought it on clones alone. And probably just listened to Talk Talk and Clones and hit loop had a record player back then. It was 1980, folks on Conspiracy Land. But on the re-list, I was that amazed that the further you go into the song list, the less keyboardy it gets.
Yep.
Even though they're still there,
The guitars take over.
it starts rocking. Yes, Frank. Yes, sir. It starts rocking it, and great riffs. He's like this album, anywho, reminds me of like Ozzy just getting these guitar maestros. and you know, Ozzy's probably 20 years older and like Zach Wilde and Randy Rhoads, you guys know, Jake E. Lee. But some of these songs, like 7, 8, and 9 songs, are just, they still have a little keyboard in it, but they have rockin' riffs.
Right.
So, you know, great album on my re-listen. Great album. I bought it for one song, folks, and there's no duds. There's no duds.
Well, we had talked about this a little bit before. The lyrical content on this album is
the lyrics in pain.
So witty and intelligent. Clones. Again, almost every song is a topical song for that particular era. Aspirin damage, you know, kills the pain but destroys the brain. You know, it just he just has a way of, and Alice Cooper's always said he has never had a problem writing lyrics. They just flow with him. And you can tell.
Him.
Yes. Yeah. But Clones, I love, you know, Six is having problems adjusting to his social status and things like that. It's like I'm watching a Twilight Zone episode while I'm listening to that song because it's exactly what it is.
Very astute.
Yeah,
that'll fit there.
Right.
Twilight Zone episode.
But
just the intro to Clones, just that little electric drum, and then that. Anyway. Yeah. Great album. Album.
I put this up there again. Alice Cooper has such a large catalog, and some of that stuff is just with the Alice Cooper band, of course, the original Alice Cooper band. you can't touch a lot of that stuff. It's just amazing.
No,
But this
No.
with him as Alicecooper, I love it. I listen to this. I don't know. I would say once every couple of months it goes on the rotation.
Yeah.
That whole spread of albums we're talking about, Zipper Catches Skin.
Yeah.
Of course, From the Inside's my favorite, but the 80s and is not it is not wasted on Alicecooper because his lyrics are just so fantastic. Jim, what did you think about the album? Because I know you're not a big Alicecooper guy.
I'm not an Alicecooper guy.
Right.
That doesn't make sense, but
Yeah, I got you.
it
No,
made
I
sense
know
the way
what
I
you mean.
just said it.
Yeah.
No, not like Mr. Deep Dive, but like the stuff
Right.
I love, I really love, you know.
Right.
I would say Welcome to My Nightmare is like kind of one of my favorite
Classic.
records,
Yes.
you know.
Mhm.
This okay, let me just back up a second. 10 songs, 28 minutes.
Right.
Yep.
Holy cat.
It's just bam, right to the point. You
Right
get
to the
song.
point.
That's it.
No long drawn out solos. It's just
No.
Nothing feels like it's wanting either.
No.
Like, oh, I wish they'd added another verse or whatever. You
Right.
know, it's concise. And when this came out, I'm listening to like Judas Priest and Iron Maiden, and then like
right.
that whole new wave of British heavy metal is like starting to like
right.
make a thing. And Alicecooper's going like in a new wave direction, like
Mhm.
he's getting away
Remember? Yeah.
kind of
Doing his
hard
own
rock
thing.
roots a little bit.
What's
And
he
then
doing?
I kind of noticed by the time you hit like song 6, 7, 8,
He goes back.
it's more rocking as it goes.
Right.
It does, Jaime.
I do love Clones.
Mm-hmm.
I love Talk Talk. Aspirin Damage. It's another one I really liked. And the closer, Headliners.
Headlines.
Probably
such a good-
maybe the hardest rocking song on the record.
and,
I mean,
and almost a
guitar
rockabilly
wise.
feel. Yeah.
Yeah.
That has got a
But those
rockabilly-
last 4 songs are all freaking great. They just rock.
Alicecooper. Yeah.
Grim Facts for me is the standout
Yeah.
for this episode. I love the guitar because it's pan far left, far right, and the other guitar comes in and just true rocker all the way through.
Yeah, it's a great album.
I thought the production was a little thin on this though.
It was thin, but that was the time I think of, again, he was going for that new wave sound. And
Yeah.
you got to remember, you couldn't
maybe not
have-
thin, sparse. Like the vocals are kind of way up in the mix and like I don't,
when
I don't
you're going for that new wave feel, you know, especially on the beginning with the keyboards and everything, you can't have super ultra heavy mid-range guitars.
yeah.
So it fits the songs, fit the.
Well,
the
I mean,
style.
it sounds very. When I was listening, I was like thinking, man, it sounds like very much a radio mix. The
Yeah.
vocals are kind of way up front, and I don't. It's not that I hated it. It just sounded very different from like
Yeah.
previous Cooper and maybe some other stuff that was coming out at that time.
And if you listen to Zipper Catches Skin, that's thin sounding as well.
Yeah.
I think it was just that era of what he was doing.
Yep.
You know?
So
Jerry, is Clones still your favorite song off that album?
Yep. And then I have next to Leather Boots, a little new wave-ish.
Mm-hmm.
And then Dance Yourself to Death I liked. But Jim is right. Frank, you're right. Also, Frank. I bought it strictly for Clones.
Right. Great.
So
song.
I would probably go Talk, Clones, Pain, and start over. And I'm guilty as charged. And like you said, like Jaime said, Priest and Iron Maiden, you know, me back then, guys, end of our junior year, I am loaded up on Van Halen and Journey. I don't even know if I was into AC/DC yet. Kiss, of course, Dynasty, you know, they really got 3 songs. So I love that. But my point is, you know, it's on the re-list, and when you go all the way through it, and the further you go, the more it starts rocking.
Yeah.
There's still keyboard, but it's not up in your face. It's not new wave. It's just, and there's some fantastic riff stuff on that. The last 4 songs, maybe I'd say.
Yeah.
But great re-listen. Guilty as charged. Like you said, Frank, and back in our old days, we go in there. I remember going into Music Plus and seeing the display for Panorama. Bought it. I don't need to look at anything. I don't need to know anything.
Right.
Just give it to me.
Right.
Same with this.
Yep.
Rolled in there. It's the big poster and the big cardboard thing with Alicecooper flush. Yep. So on the re-listen, you know what this is done, gentlemen, is this has gotten me into, since I have streaming now for a thing,
Right.
I'm gonna start going from fashion to now.
Okay. See, now
I doubt I could touch Silver Suede Head on his 100 and 100. I doubt I could touch that. But it really, guys, really, and folks on Conspiracy Land, it really, that's what I love about the show and music and you guys. Stuff comes out that I wouldn't just off the top of my head think of. And so now I'm going to start and go from there. And he's even current now. I think he has a release in 2023.
Something about Streets of Detroit or something like that. Yeah.
Something. So, yeah, just, guys, I love you guys. I love this show. Just the music is out there.
My record, Flush the Fashion, I believe, is still has my Music Plus sticker. I think it was $4.99 at that point, but I still have that. I enjoyed all of Alicecooper's albums up till like Feed My Frankenstein, in that era when he started collaborating with Desmond Child and he started singing trying to sing like John Bon Jovi.
Who was the other gal that was writing with everybody?
Diane Warren
Diane Warren, maybe
one of those.
Oh
yeah. You can't take it away. They're hit songs. He had the most commercial success probably in a long time. But I don't care for that style of interchangeable. This could be Aerosmith. This could be Bon Jovi. This could be Kiss. These are all sounding the same.
Well, Desmond Child, I think, wrote with all those people. So.
Well, that's exactly my point. I'm not a
Diane Warren, same thing.
Yeah, not a fan of either one of them. I don't care for either one of their style of writing. But like I said, you can't fight success. They had lots and lots of it. So, and that's why they are at the place they are with the songwriting and everybody.
I think I would have liked Poison better if it was if it weren't for the video.
If they were heard and not seen.
Yeah.
To me, Poison is a newer Kiss. It's a newer Kiss. It's just I got my guitar solo in it. I got my 2-3 minutes out.
Yeah. I enjoy.
I like on Skinny Bob. I love on Skinny Bob
too. One of my favorite.
I love that bass line in it. Yeah, yeah.
If I never hear Every Rose Has Its Thorn again, I'd be fine.
Yeah, take that. Yeah.
But they're not a bad band. I mean, they get a lot of flack for the hair metal and dressing up and looking like women and everything else. But so did Motley Crue, and so did a lot of the other bands during that.
Velvet Underground, New York Dolls.
Speaking of which, I just saw a Dave Mustaine thing. It's like an old interview he did. And they were asking him about what do you think of the whole glam movement? And he said, well, to me, glam stands for gay LA metal.
Yeah.
Or gay LA music or something.
There you go.
Like that.
He
I was like,
for that time, they killed a lot of careers, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm.
So when the makeup becomes more important than the music.
Yeah.
Which was kind of his point, but you know.
Yeah. Oh well. All right, that's a great revisit of Alicecooper, Flush the Fashion. Such a fantastic album.
It really is. Yeah.
So the next episode, number 140, will be Jim's picks. So let's start off with your top 3. Who should we look for?
Top 3, you guys already know. Cheap Trick.
Cheap Trick. All right.
That's going to be a tough one right there.
There's another band with a big catalog, but I think I'll be able to get that one fairly good. That's not too bad.
Too.
Well, any three you pick are going to be great.
Well, that's just it. You
Absolutely.
Well, how about a classic album, Jim?
Classic album. How about Armed Forces?
Who?
Right. Armed Forces by Elvis Costello.
By Elvis Costello.
Oh.
And let's throw in the bonus 7-inch as well.
Oh my, very good. Yeah.
When you said Armed Forces, I thought I thought of who.
Oh
no, that's Allied Forces.
Allied Forces. Yeah.
Allied Forces.
Triumph, yeah. I want to say something. You guys may already know this. Squeeze, the song Tempted.
Yes.
Love that.
Did you know that Elvis Costello sings on that song?
No, but it doesn't surprise me.
No,
I am I wouldn't say huge,
I know Paul Carrick had a
Squeeze.
great run.
but I have listened to that song 1,000 times, maybe more. And I always thought the part that Elvis Costello was singing, I just thought it was some random guy. I never knew it was Elvis Costello until I was reading the other day that, of course, he produced that album. And so he jumped on there and it was a tribute to Motown. Carrick and then Tillman and Elvis each
Sure.
sang a line. And now I can't unhear it. Every time I hear that song,
Now I gotta check it out, Frank.
That's
Yes.
okay though.
it's awesome. To me,
That's
it's
quite
just
all right.
awesome.
And
So-
speaking, here's something that's a little funny. Squeeze was very nearly my top 3. Pick your top 3 songs.
Son of a gun.
Ooh.
They
Well,
I
were-
changed the Cheap Trick kind of last minute, but
They were going to be my classic album for my next pick, but then I listened to the album at a whole, and it just doesn't hold up. There's like, it starts off really strong, and then it just fades to just sleepy time.
yeah, I'm trying to think what album that is.
What is it? East Side Stories or
East Side Stories. Okay.
yeah. And that's fantastic album, but not worth listening to the whole thing again. That's one, if it's on, but
Even though Elvis produced it.
even though Elvis produced it, and Elvis can do no wrong, for me, but
Yeah,
Good old
Squeeze, honestly, a little hit and miss for me.
yes. Well, and this whole album,
When they're on, they are like dead on, right?
Yeah.
But not everything's dead on. Not for me anyway.
exactly.
Not that I don't love Squeeze. I do love Squeeze, but
I don't want to forget, again, if you want to get on this skateboard deal, email us at jfjshow@gmail.com and just put in the title of the comment or the subject, deck or skateboard. And
I want to hold Frank's deck is what it should say.
I can't have that. Cindy will.
Can I
will
see
hurt people.
Frank's deck?
Yeah.
Can I see a deck pic?
Yeah.
Come on, folks, on Conspiracy Land. We're on episode 139.
Absolutely.
And that was we saw it on 138, folks, on Conspiracy Land. That's a quality board.
it is.
That's quality there. That's Frank don't slouch.
No.
So come on, folks. JFJShow@gmail.com. Frank's deck. Come on. Easy peasy.
All right. Well, with that being said, Jerry, do you have anything else you want to talk about?
I do. The new Shakin' Ape CD is out there.
Yes, it is. I've got one of those somewhere. Here.
Right
Jim
there.
does too, but he didn't look at his mail. That's all.
No, but
20.
I had a busy day, brother.
I know you
That's
did.
it.
I
No,
know.
I mean, I had a
didn't-
busy day.
Frank, you and I have like adult children. Jaime is still working the teenage low 20. So when Jaime's not available, I completely understand why.
Yeah, I know.
But folks out in Conspiracy Land, we have we have other brothers, Indigo Sunsets, Super 8 again. Thank you, Paul. Super 8 does not disappoint.
Nope.
But it's out there, folks. Bandcamp, streaming, whatever, Apple Music, Prime Music, it's out there. We appreciate you listening and watching, and keep rocking, and thank you so much.
All right. Well, you know me, I do most of the talking during the show, but still,
Forgot.
Rightly
So,
so.
yeah. I
Well,
still
yeah.
want, just please stay fresh, cheese bags, all of you. Jim, what about you?
Well, if you made it this far, smash that like button, subscribe, ring that notification bell. We'll slide into your DMs every 2 weeks or so. Nice and smooth. Don't cost nothing. Leave a comment.
Comments are nice.
Tell us what your 3 favorite Billy
Yeah.
Joel songs are.
Yeah.
If really real quick, if you need some custom cookies, look up Tammy Root on Facebook, and she'll probably be mad at me for advertising, but
She's gonna cut you.
she may cut me. But
I'm going to do it right now.
you
Just
do
so
that.
she'll cut Frank. Just so
Every-
she'll cut Frank. Hey, Tammy. Frank
Tammy,
says
can you
to
make me
friend-
some cookies?
Yeah. Hey, Tammy, Frank says to friend you.
Every friend gets one cookie. No. No, she does a little side hustle of making cookies for people, and she's so busy doing them, and she does such good work.
Yeah.
Got
It's
time.
a
to check it
beautiful
out.
cookie, man.
Yeah, yeah.
You don't even want to eat that.
Well, like I said, it's probably going with the Kiss cookies, and they're still up there. They haven't disintegrated yet, so that's
Thank you,
where they'll
Tammy.
sit.
That's
As I say,
awesome.
those need to go in the display case, man.
Yeah,
Ooh.
agree.
Mhm.
I totally agree.
Right next
right.
to the Kiss soda.
So yeah, I've got my Kiss soda here and a few other things. Looking for a display case now, a glass case with the lights and everything.
Yeah.
I'm tired of dusting, and that's
I hear you.
yeah. So, anyways, well, Jerry, you have anything else?
No, folks, just keep rocking. We love you.
All right, I don't either. Jim, if you don't have anything, why don't you take us on home?
Nope. Shop's closed.
It's Shakin' Abe here, and I've got a new album about to drop. It's called Trickle Down Rockonomics. 20 songs in 20 minutes, folks. You can't beat that. If you've gone over to Bandcamp, you can get yourself a copy of the CD. Yeah, they're still making CDs, right? And you can get one there. I'll get it sent out to you right away. If you want to wait for the streaming version on Bandcamp, it'll be live on June 22nd. And then iTunes, Spotify, Pandora, all those places, July 24th is when that drops. Look, you're going to be offended, you're going to be amused, but you will be entertained in 20 minutes, just with 20 songs, one verse wonders. You can't go wrong. Holy mackerel. Listen to some of these titles. Mother, The Best President, Your Religion, ADHD, Milk and Honey, I Hate Winter, Dracula Sucks. Hey, Cynthia Dragato does a little backing vocals on that. Check it out. And she's not getting paid either. It's a freebie. So anyways, check out Shakin' Abe, Trickle Down Rockonomics. You will not be disappointed. Much.